So first off, introduce yourself, tell us a little about yourself, and then...
Okay. Well, my name is Aaron Chandler. I'm a volunteer here at Prospect Place. Been here for about 7-8 years, just helping out, doing tours, maintenance, cleaning, whatever they need me for. 29 rooms in total in the house, built in the Greek Revival Italianate style architecture. 9,500 square feet make up the house. 14-foot high ceilings on the side of the house. George Wilson Adams was born in around 1800 down in Fauquier County, Virginia. And his grandfather owned a plantation in Virginia. When he died, that plantation went to his father. George Wilson Adams' father, George Beale Adams, had no interest in partaking in the institution of slavery. So he sold the plantation and freed slaves and moved the family to Ohio here. But I've heard different stories off and on about people experiencing a woman in black here in the house. A guy used to live here a long time ago, used to report seeing a woman in a black gown move up the main staircase here. People that sleep in the upper rooms there wake up and you'll see like a woman in a black gown looming over their bed, watching them and that kind of thing. As far as who that might be, Anna lived very sad years for the rest of her days after William disappeared, and she dealt with a lot of grief in her later years. This room. But yeah, there were many reports with this room long before I started putting up a recorder in this room. People would report about the bed being shook when they're laying there. It was always with this bed over here. It just felt like somebody shaking the bed. And people have woken up and seen a woman in a black gown standing in the room. Sometimes she's like by the bed. Sometimes she's been seen over by the fireplace over there. People hearing stuff outside when they're in there sleeping. Kids. Got some excellent EVPs from this room. Just incredible. The one that sticks in my heart most of all is when I did this portrait of Constance over here. People come in here and they hear the story about the little girl who fell, and they get her mixed up with Constance. They think that this little girl was Constance. So history has it that this is a young woman named Constance, 18 years old or 21 years old, that passed away here in the house of consumption. So to clarify that, I did a small portrait of her and hung it there, and I had my recorder right here, favorite spot of mine where I always leave it. I used to put a battery-operated tea light in there as a signal, like, come talk to me. But that was one of my favorite spots for a long time. And about an hour after I'd hung that up, I got a very light, very gentle young woman. Thank you. Just after an hour after I hung that, it was amazing, man. And when I heard that, it nearly brought tears to my eyes. It was incredible. So I guess you know about the story about the little girl that fell from here. But they say, it's theorized that this little girl was like a servant child, or a child that belonged to a servant. She's not registered in the family history of that event happening. And it happened like in the middle of the night. So it's possibly this child could have belonged to a servant. So anyway, the railings were about knee high, and it's very probable that somebody could have lost their footing and fell over. Story goes that they discovered her remains the next day, and because the ground was frozen, they could not give this girl a proper burial. They ended up putting her in the basement.
Brought some friends and hadn't been ghost hunting, a couple who had, but he hadn't been here yet.
Oh yeah.
And so, like 4 days before we were supposed to come, I had an accident and ended up spraining my ankle pretty bad, so I couldn't be walking up and down the stairs.
yeah.
So we set up like a command room in the women's parlor and then ran cords and had stuff going in every other room of the house. We had video, we had audio, everything. Everything was feeding into that room. And I was just sitting watching monitors all day. I was in there all night except for 5 minutes, like probably about 3 o'clock in the morning I went up to go to the bathroom. As I'm coming back out, you can hear women's giggling, clear as day, and I was so excited because there hadn't been, we got a little bit of stuff that night, but that was so clear. And I was calling the guys on the radio, I'm like, hey, I'm marking the time down, you know, it sounded like it was coming from up here. We went through every bit of footage from that night and could not find that anywhere. Oh. The only room that did not have a recorder or a camera or anything was that women's parlor, and that's where the sound was coming.
Wow.
I was so mad. I was like, I've done this before. Why did I not have a recorder?
So yeah, here's the ballroom. You know, I like to think about when this was like, when there were plaster on the walls and the ceiling, when there were oil lamps hanging, when there was music playing, and people were having fun.
And everybody was my size and could dance.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it.
Well, here's our little Chucky doll.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
always by herself. She's by herself again.
She looks so sad.
She's never with the other creepy dolls.
Poor thing. She looks like Mimi from the Drew Carey show. You're gonna make some friends here, little doll.
Yeah, we'll come back up later and it's moved over here.
Yeah.
That would actually be kind of cool.
We're gonna put her over here.
Yeah, I've seen stuff on YouTube of this place, and you know, people walking around with the nooses wrapped around their neck, and you know, getting ready to go chase down the bounty hunter out in the bar, and you know, that's a story. Just recently, footsteps in the barn, second floor. I'm not gonna say that's a bounty hunter up there walking around that should have been killed in the first place. That's too much.
Now this is the one that I love.
Yeah. Well, I have gotten the EPs up here as well. There's some rather humorous, once again, bringing about the humor thing. I guess it was that bench right there. It was a bench, probably that one there. Right here, or a quarter on it. Apart from hearing nuts hitting or something hitting the roof and rolling down, man, that was annoying hearing all that. But I got a woman's voice, a laughter, kind of sarcastic. It was like, ha ha. Like, she was making fun of my, you know, me looking for them up here on the bench with, I don't know.
Where I'll be spending a half hour on my own tonight. Not looking forward to that. Not because I mind the dark, I just really do hate spiders.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, common rule is just don't look at it. Yeah. Well, you know what this room is, right? Has the refrigeration room, and they say that's where they had the little girl that passed away, that fell. Yeah. What I know is a lot about what other people know about this area down here. That the little girl is said to be down in this area too, the spirit. And it's said that this little girl's mother is said to be with her as well. But there are stories that say that she was placed here after she was discovered. But, you know, that was a refrigerator for food items. Yeah, we believe that there would have been other options available other than putting her here. You know, this was all dirt floor on that side, and this is all brick floor here. But dirt floor in the other parts of the basement. I'll just say that's an interesting part of the basement down there. Most people experience stuff down in that area. People will sit down in that area down there and hear stuff coming up on them, like footsteps, or seeing like shadow figures in and out on down through here. So people do like to hang out on that end of the building, in the basement down here. So.
Could have been a light coming in, but maybe there's a car's headlights. Could have been a light coming in, but maybe there's a car's headlights. Could have been a light coming in, but maybe there's a car's headlights.
All right, and let the hunt begin.
Parlor, that's where we're using home base. And these stairs, they go up.
Oh, there we go.
And we're still waiting on Mario to get here, so we're kind of challenged here with how many hands we've got.
Should have made that tool belt that I keep talking about.
Okay, we're on the second floor. From where it's dark, the IR is not strong on this. Fairness, why don't you go ahead and...
Hello. I can't focus on you at all.
Oh, maybe that means something's following me.
Yeah, I can focus on you now. The IR was just not on. Ugh.
Alright, can you please tell us your name? Is Anna here? Or maybe Constance? Constance, are you in this room? Did you hear that? That was a bang downstairs. Oh, shh.
Should we go down and find out?
Yeah. Hello? Anybody down here? Hello? Anybody down here? Alright, we're back. Alright, for those of you that just are, I know we had some connection issues, but Baroness and I just chased the noise down here to the ground floor.
Okay, those two rooms are clear.
I'm telling you, I heard that, didn't you?
I didn't hear a damn thing. All right. It appears to be clear down here.
All right, let's sit back up.
This is a real lockdown now, haha.
Yes, we're officially locked in.
You see him?
Yep.
All right. Varyar's in the house.
It's got a nicer,
The haunted house.
we gotta go check the one in the basement.
We'll be right back. Why aren't haunted houses ever like in a city right next to a 24-hour Arby's?
There are actually. Just not many of them. So far, so good.
Anything cool?
Well, when we went up to switch the battery in the camera that we had up in the ballroom, because we set up some static cameras around the house and started them going at 9 o'clock, and it was time to switch out the batteries, and they're on digital tape, so we don't have to worry about that. But we went up to check on it, and the Ovilus has not been doing anything all night. As soon as he went up there, he turned on the light, and it said light, and we're like, whoa, that's weird. And then it starts. Scott, there's another frog. I'm stepping on frogs here. Careful of the frog. I kicked one in the head earlier.
The Ovilus was just going off and nothing recorded on.
Well, I'm sorry. I've got, things going on here. I got the recorder.
Fight? It just said fight.
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 I'm holding.
You're holding what is called an Ovilus. It takes electromagnetic energy in the area and converts it to words, supposedly, so spirits can communicate.
Because it's lighting up.
Well,
Sorry,
no, it
the one
just,
that's talking.
Yeah,
Oh,
it just
okay.
lights up because it's on.
I have an extra IR light down there to light it up more for the camera. All right, we're good with this one.
We have to make sure to listen to this afterwards.
All right, so we've already seen the basement, so let's start ground floor.
Cool.
Be careful of this because it's
Yeah.
a spin. This will help your.
Okay.
All right, this room is just under construction. There's not really anything that happens in that room.
That's their library.
Yep. This is the parlor. This is the first room we started off in.
That's the gentleman's parlor.
All right, this is Scott, Jen, and Matt. Prospect Place, June 12th, 2014. It's around a little after 11 at night. Stories in here is stories in here is stories in here is stories in here is this is where the men always hung out, obviously, since it's the gentleman's parlor. Sorry to bother you. Yep, that is George W. Adams. That's the guy who built the place.
All right.
And we got a lot of that for the second floor, and then ballroom up there, and then there's the big fourth room, which is all glass. Which is the servants' quarters are back here. This is also where the tuberculosis patients were kept.
Awesome.
And the kid and the people that died in the train accident.
They sanitize this shit, right?
Yep.
I don't need to look for ghosts and get TB. I'm just saying, at some point you're probably gonna hear really fast footsteps and me just going, nope, 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 nope.
Don't break my laptop.
Now remember, we use the flashlights because we value safety. The professional ghost hunters just run around with these cameras, and that's why they bang into shit all the time. So,
I gotta keep looking up because I can't use this to steer.
yeah, remember kids, safety is sexy.
That's why I just stay behind me. This is where Anna, she was the one who inherited the building after her father died. Her mother moved back into town with relatives. This is where she died, and the story with her, she was married for a long time to William Cox, I think?
Yes.
William Cox. And they were, once they pretty much blew through her inheritance, he ended up leaving and took off for California and left her. And then he died in 1906 from an earthquake, and she lived into the 1920s, so she actually died in this room. Hello, Anna, we've returned. This is our friend Varyar. We also call him Matt. Varyar is his stage name. Supposedly women get the best responses in this room, so this might be where Jen goes later.
Hola.
Okay. This is the daughter's room.
That's a closet.
I'm just trying to get shots of everything.
I know.
What did you say?
Trying to get shots of everything. Oh, in the closet.
Well, relax, we got all night.
That's true.
And we're going to go to these rooms multiple times. We have a recorder going in this room too, an audio recorder up here. These cops are if people want to sleep here. Because technically we can stay here till 10 a.m. tomorrow if we really want.
Oh,
I don't plan on staying till 10 a.m. though.
people overnight?
Yep. Well, some of the stories are when you fall asleep, things happen. They'll come knock on the door, doors will open. In this room, people have slept in here, woken up to see a woman in a black dress standing in the doorway.
We're standing right over them, staring at them while they sleep.
Yep, same with all the bedrooms down here.
So if you want to take a nap, just let us know. And
I just got goosebumps on that. I just got like a cold vibe going here. But yeah, supposedly they'll come knock on the doors, they'll open the doors, somebody will stand over you and wake you up in the middle of the night. So if you do get tired, you can be your guinea pig, but I don't recommend it.
Awesome.
Personally, I've always been way too amped to sleep on a ghost hunt. And I've gone until 6, 7 in the morning before on some days. Alright, this room across the hall. Oh, before we get there. This door, there's a little girl who died out this door. She was running. And I guess used to be a little balcony here, and there's a railing that comes up to about your ankles, and she tripped over it and fell to her death. They didn't find her till the next day. I'm taking a picture down here, guys. Watch out.
sweet.
Yeah.
Alright, so as I was saying, can you say something interesting about yourself to Matt? Let him know something funny about yourself. Alright. Where the stairs go, they go up. There's another Ghostbusters reference for you. Take a drink.
And now let's check on the dolls. Are they all still together?
They're
They're
all
being
still together.
friendly.
Now Matt,
Good.
this is where the ghost kids are supposed to hang out.
Then I don't like this room.
Which is why you have toys and stuff. They're supposedly very friendly. And they really like men. Got a setting set for us, so we'll not have to fire. And as you can see, when you turn all the lights and everything off, it gets kind of dark in here. Yeah, it does. Alright, so we're in the ballroom. If anybody's in the ballroom who'd like to say hello, especially kids, Matt would really like to hear from you. That's the gentleman over here carrying a big bright light. You can say hi to him.
Hey, kids.
Sorry your dad just sounds so trite.
Yeah, I would probably say that.
They're friends.
I didn't mean it in a, asshole way.
If you're here, could you tap me on the shoulder? Tap me on the shoulder, tap me on the elbow.
Maybe they'd rather play with a toy.
You say my name. Somebody over here, can you say hello? I could have sworn I just heard something whisper. Get over here. I am goosebumping like a motherfucker.
Sweet.
I swear to God, I heard something whisper.
Woohoo!
Something over here? Something saying hello? If you're here, can you say hello?
Well, that was interesting.
What?
I just heard a footstep from upstairs.
I just heard something too.
So did I.
Upstairs, let's go. Watch your step. Alright, if you're up here, can you say something? You got us up here, tell us what you want. Tell us your name. Ooh, see that?
Yeah.
That's my keys. Alright, if you're here, make that device on the floor light up. Come on, just come out and say hi. Sorry, I don't mean to sound angry, I'm just excited. It's kind of a big deal. If you went backstairs, make a noise. Back downstairs, make a noise.
That was me.
The timing.
Yeah, that made my heart jump a little bit.
Sorry.
That's alright.
Shifted right.
If you went downstairs in the ballroom, make a noise. Alright, we're going to head back down to the ballroom. But we'll be back. It is dead time, 3 a.m., and I am going into the basement to do my half hour. As promised to my fellow Ghost in the Podcast listeners.
We're in the basement.
We're in the basement getting set up.
Getting Baron all set up. We got the laser grid all, so it looks like that's going to work, and we're going to have that too.
Alright, laser grid. We'll go down here.
The laser grid is what the Baroness has been calling the Ghost Hunt Disco, or the Ghost Rave.
That needs a battery.
And the idea, oh, that looks really cool. I'm taking a picture of it.
I told you.
The idea behind it, dude, this is MacGyvering at its best. I made this. It's gonna stay on.
Holy shit, look at that. That is badass.
All right, so basically, there's like 1,000 points of green light, and the idea is if something starts moving, it'll occlude the light. So since Baron's gonna be sitting in only one spot and not moving, we've got one camera that's just set for normal light so it can see the laser grid, and we'll be able to tell if something's moving. Alright, we're just about done getting all set here.
This is pretty sweet.
Isn't it?
This is like a ghost disco down here. Alright.
Alright, 3:14 is the official start time. a.m.
Have fun, Nancy.
Alright, remember, if I don't survive this, I'm haunting you all. We are switching on the Ovilus right now. Okay, dictionary mode. We have our voice recorder. The voice recorder is what we're going to try to get EVPs on. Remember, EVPs, ladies and gentlemen, are voices or sounds that I don't hear. Oh, we have something popping already on the Ovilus. I couldn't hear what it's sent. Sent what? So right now I'm going to go silent because we're going to see if we can get some ambient noise here, but I will hold the button down so you guys can hear as well. I think my eyes are playing tricks on me because every so often I think I see lights dancing and then I know they're not. Is there anybody here who'd like to say hello? That's me. I have several people listening on this little device in my hand, this one that's lit up real bright. They're listening because a lot of them are skeptics. They don't believe there's something here. So is there a message you'd like to give to them? They're listening. Can you tell me your name? That's my keys clicking. Okay, sitting back down. I was asking before, the people that are listening, the ones I told you about that are on this little device here, we asked them if there are questions that they'd like to ask you guys, because they're just as curious as I am about, you know, what all this means. And one of the questions that came up pretty frequently is, how do you guys choose to stay here? If you don't choose to stay here, what keeps you here? Whoa, what was that? Whoa, what was that? Whoa, what was that? Something just moved. I don't hear it. If that was you, can you make a noise? Let me know that you're here. It's just for shits and giggles. Let's kick off night vision for a second. Okay, night vision off. Ooh. Now you can see laser lights really well. And that's just to give you guys an idea of what the laser lights look like. Let's go back to night vision. Ovilus has been surprisingly quiet. And it's still on. Right now I'm just looking in the different rooms. Alrighty, I'm going to wrap up real quick and then I'm going to go ahead and join the others.
I have survived.
Ovilus went silent. And I just realized I left it down there on the chair.
I'll go get it.
Here you go.
I didn't
Here,
see a flashlight.
And I figured, well, we got the laser pointer and it's still going. Let's go hit the barn up.
Okay.
Go grab the
You-
Ovilus. We'll take it with us.
Alright.
Security camera on.
We are heading out to the barn. I've got the main cam and the Ovilus. Whoop. I'm falling into little pits on the ground.
Stick close with Jen because her IR is going to help the stream camera. Gotcha.
Varyar's got the stream cam.
I just realized there was a laser out here. You did? Yep, they're coming with us, laser. Hello, barn.
That doesn't look like a place people die. Awesome. And now I know they did die.
Alright, hold on, I want to take pictures of it.
All overgrown too.
No, it's
Well, you can get in there though.
Hold on.
I'm just saying it looks creepy.
Alright, I'm taking pictures of the barn.
Oh, that reminds me. When we're done with the barn, remind me to tell you the story of the little girl in the murder house.
2 more.
That's what I was there for.
Which murder house?
We were delivering a treadmill to a house in Akron, and
User in your channel started recording.
there was a people creep me out way more than the possibility of ghosts.
Well, the thing of ghosts is that if they're creepy people, they might become creepy ghosts.
No, there's that.
And speaking of creepy ghosts, if you're here, can you give us a sign?
It sounded like somebody was just walking up behind me.
No, there's that.
And speaking of creepy ghosts, if you're here, can you give us a sign?
It sounded like somebody was just walking up behind me.
Actually, that's something I forgot to tell you about, Bar. It was last time we were here, Jen could have sworn to see a shadow figure walk through the tree line not far.
No, it wasn't a shadow figure. It was a full-out dude because he winked at me.
And then disappeared into the trees over here.
Have you gotten stuff there before?
Don't forget the laser.
The very first EVP we ever got was in the servants' quarters, but that's the part that's been renovated into the guy's room. But there's still 2 doors in the servants' quarter area that you can get to. Definitely took you out on the balcony area.
Right.
Oh my god, I was guy was standing by my car. And it's
Yeah, I
stupid
thought the
parking
exact thing
place.
for a second.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, my heart's been a couple jumping jacks.
What the? What the? What the? Hey guys. Move forward, please. Something just hit one of your cars.
Somebody just hit our cars?
One of them. You two were talking and you just hear this whoomp like something smacked into one of the hoods.
What the hell hit our cars? Alright, Baroness just said it sounded like a car. The thing is we're in the middle of the country. The nearest tree is about 100 feet away. There is nothing above our cars but sky.
It did. It sounded like that. That's exactly what it sounded like. Only a little bit harder.
That's convenient.
Weird. Alright, I need to stop this because...
I'll push. Varya and I are going. Baroness is going to stay here and pack up as much as she can because we still got shit all over the house. Alrighty. Let's go to the second floor first so I can pick up an audio recorder.
Okay. You have a light because I can't use it. Still don't really know where we're going.
We're going straight through that door.
Oh, okay, that one. Oh, to the balcony.
Well, we're going to go the other way first, but we'll double back to the balcony. Wow, is it hot in here?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we're going to get much in here then. Should. So we got should on the Ovilus. Alright.
Business.
Should business. Lay. Should business lay. Getting some stuff popping here now. Anybody in here that wants to say hello? Coffee?
Mommy.
Mommy. Should business lay mommy?
Well, you asked a new question. Anyone in here that wants to say hello, mommy?
How old are you? Can you say mommy again? It's getting kind of tricky now to carry the oven outside. Is someone outside? Course. Apple. We're getting a lot of shit popping up here. Is there an apple tree out there? I know, I can't see through the window because of the glare.
Me neither.
What's your step?
Yep. I got my light on.
Feel the cold?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That atmosphere is back, gentlemen.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm juice pumped up.
Yep, me too. It is freezing in here. You guys still up here? That. Had a hard time focusing on that corner. If you're here, there's no need to hide. Come on out. That's me. Do you want us to turn the light out? Man, I was feeling that change too. Not so much now.
No.
Can you move one of the dolls in that chair, please? Up here. Up here, Jim. Jim? Is there someone up here named Jim who's going to appear? Records. Records. Pluto. Jim appears, records. Are you saying we're going to record Jim? If we go down to the ladies' rooms? Worm.
Basement.
Do you want us to go to the basement? Glance. As soon as it said glance, I can't get a picture on my camera now. Look at that, it's all blurred.
Oh wow, yeah. That is blurred.
Now it's fine. Highway. Do you really want us to go to the basement? If you want us to go to the basement, say something like under or base, something that tells us where you want us to go. Alright, let's go. Okay.
Yeah.
Constance's room.
A little chilly. You feel that?
Not really, but that might be because I'm not the one they're happy to see. Constance, are you here? Holy shit, yeah.
Yeah, check my arm, dude.
Dude, mine's going the same thing. Look at that.
Yeah.
Okay, it's moving to my right. I can actually feel the cold moving. Is that one of you? Can you say hello? Can you say Matt's name? That's me moving around.
You girls want to say something for us?
Yeah.
Dude, my wife.
Dude, as soon as I get
standing on end.
as soon as I get near you, I'm not kidding, as soon as I get near you, the temperature drops.
It's crazy.
Whatever it is in this room likes you. So start asking questions, maybe they'll answer you.
Alright. What do I ask them?
Just ask things about them.
Alright. God, the most inane questions come into my head when you say that.
How do you ever pick up chicks?
Huh?
I said, how do you
It's
ever
different
pick
when
up
they're in
chicks?
front of me.
For all you know, they are.
Yeah, that's a valid point. How long have you ladies been here? Who am I talking to?
Remember, give you 10 seconds for
Oh,
the
yeah.
answer.
That's a good point. Do you stay here by choice? Did you have families? How long did you live here? What did you do for fun? Oh wow, yeah, it's like cool over here.
I'm telling you, that's why I can't focus on that door. There's something that keeps moving.
Trying to find that cold spot.
You know what? That's why I try to focus on you too, it blurs. There we go.
What's up, ladies? Ghost hunter extraordinaire. Right word, but
It's cooler over here. Not much, but noticeable.
oh, dude, over here, over here.
Coming.
My skin's freaking out again right by the mirror.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's gonna get near you.
Not as strong as over there.
It's like this hole,
Yeah.
this part of the middle of the room, like you said, like a 2-foot,
Yeah, it's just
Spot.
like a bubble.
and then over here.
And then over here. Get it right here.
Yeah, I know. I just felt it
Did you
shoot up
feel
my arm.
that?
Yeah, I just felt it shoot up my arm. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah. Yeah, mine too. That's crazy.
All right. Unless you give us a sign that you're here, other than just cold spots, either knocking on something, moving the door, saying our names, tapping us on the shoulder, unless we get a sign like that, we're going to keep moving on. If you want Matt to stay, tap him, and then I'll leave and Matt can stay here for a couple minutes.
Come on, ladies, give us something, please.
Okay. We're gonna head on. We'll try to come back in a little bit. Okay, here we go.
Yep, we be off.
Alright,
Okay, here we go.
Yep, we be off.
alright,
Okay, here we go.
Yep, we be off.
alright.
What'd it say?
All right. It says all right 15. Remember how I just said like 15 more minutes?
Yeah.
Hug.
Well, that's fucking weird.
Holy shit.
Hugs to you too, Ghost.
The all right and the 15 were like so
Yeah.
clear I didn't even have to look at it.
That's cool.
See? Hug.
So apparently the entities of Prospect Place are in agreement with your plan.
Definitely starting to get light outside. All right, here we go. Oh, I love that squeak. Basements. Watch your step.
Yeah, I'm going UV light.
All right, you asked for us to come back. Here we are. What would you like to say? I'm gonna pick this up. Let's go down. Fiddle.
Fiddle.
Right when I started taking this down. Tin. Fiddle and tin. All right, left you a voice recorder. Did you guys speak into it?
You guys leave us a message.
If you're here, say something. Now you got all silent on us. You wanted us down here. Here we are. I see and hear a fat lot of nothing down here, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is a waste.
Little hurt, boys. I'm a little hurt.
I mean, this is going to be our last big stop. I don't really want to end on this one.
Bye, basement ghosts. We came back for you.
Alrighty. See you later, basement.
Bye, basement.
Almost took my shoe off.
Oh, the moon went yellow. Cool.
Daylight is coming. Well, I'd say we definitely got our money's worth.
Oh, yeah, that was cool.